Three favorite baseball movies. Oh, Sandlot's number one, The Natural, and then Bull Durham. Thank you.
Judge,
Thank you.
congratulations. How are you? Seventh All-Star for you. If you went back and told yourself during your first All-Star game that you'd be in 6'4", what would you think?
Wow, I wouldn't believe it. You know, you kind of dream about it. You know, you dream about getting a chance to even be here for the first one, and then getting a chance to come back 6 more times is pretty incredible. So, I really don't know what I would tell myself. You know, if I could go back, just keep doing your thing, have fun, enjoy every single one, because each one's so different. You know, this one's so different from my first one, or even last year. So, just enjoy the moment and have fun.
Jazz advice for the Derby, would you say?
Just have fun, take your swing, treat it like BP, don't try to do too much. You're gonna get excited, you're gonna get amped up with the crowd, not everything going on, but just enjoy the moment. That's the biggest thing.
You played in Truist Park, I think, 2 series. What do you think of the ballpark, and how do you think Atlanta's going to do as a home?
It's going to be great. This is one of my favorite places to come. I got some family down here in Georgia, so it's always cool having them here. But it's always a fun atmosphere. The crowd's electric. I feel like the ball flies here a little bit, you know, or maybe that's just from me watching, you know, Ronald Acuna Jr. just hit the ball over the park. But it's a special place. I love it. Good atmosphere. It's going to be fun.
Congratulations. And the All-Star game is pretty big, and pretty big the fiesta. At the same time, the World Baseball Classic is also the big thing. And how important for you to wear the Team USA jersey? And that everybody is excited to see the Judge Otani matchup. How do you comment?
It's going to be fun. You know, it was an honor getting a call from D-Row to represent Team USA and be the captain. That's something I don't take lightly. I never got a chance to represent Team USA on my chest ever. So getting this moment is, I'm definitely looking forward to it. And like you said, it's going to be fun. You know, Japan won it all last time. So it'll be cool to, you know, go out there and try to fight for a title. They got a great team, and hopefully we can put together a pretty good team and see what happens. It's going to be fun. You know, anytime you can bring, you know, kind of the whole world together to watch some baseball like that, it's pretty special.
Aaron, what is it? No softball uniforms, no craziness. So, what does it mean to you to go out and represent those?
I'm excited. You know, I mentioned a couple things to Manfred about how special it was for me, my first All-Star, to, you know, represent, you know, see New York across my chest and represent the Yankees, you know, an organization I got drafted by. Worked my way all the way up to have that moment. So, you know, I think he kind of heard us loud and clear that, you know, players wanted to represent their team, and I think it's pretty cool for the fans too, because I remember as a kid, you know, turn on the All-Star game and you see some of your favorite players rocking their uniform along with other players that, you know, it just was a pretty cool scene for me, and I'm glad we can do this again, because there's so many guys here for their first All-Star experience, getting a chance to represent their team and, you know, wear their jersey. I think it's something special.
And I know you'd like the break, but does this get old, or is it still enjoyable?
Oh, it's always enjoyable. You know, this is I'm blessed to be here, humbled to be here. You know, get a chance to represent New York, represent the organization, represent my teammates, and each year is so different. You know, even last year's All-Star was so different from this year. You know, just how the season goes, how you get here. So I never try to take this for granted. I just try to enjoy every moment.
Now, Aaron, you mentioned your memories of watching it as a kid, and how does it feel to be back now?
Oh, it feels great. You know, like I said, I never want to take these moments for granted, because I'm going to play this game for a short amount of time. You know, I'll be on the couch watching this, you know, here in a couple of years. So just try to enjoy every moment. It's always fun getting a chance to see all the guys, especially guys that I don't get a chance to talk to very often, kind of pick their brain a little bit. And you just kind of build some friendships and some good, just a little bit more respect, you know.
One word, if you had to describe it.
Describe this.
Being back and love the All-Star game.
One word. Ooh. Humbling. It's a humbling moment being here. You know, never, if you would have asked me as a 10-year-old, you know, if I'd be here at 33 at my 7th All-Star game, I wouldn't believe you, that's for sure.
Your assessment, your analysis of that, and also maybe one of the best or favorite team names or even nicknames that you've heard.
Oh my God. Yeah, Big Dumper's a funny one. That's I haven't asked him yet if he likes it or not, or where that even came from. I don't know if we can say that on TV where it came from, but it's great. I think it's good. Hopefully he likes it. I know the fans love it. Nicknames that I've heard are on our team. Oh, I don't know. I think the funny one for us is Jason Dominguez. He's the Martian. I think that's pretty. I still haven't got an explanation why. I think it's just because he's out of this world. He's a special player, special talent. I've never seen someone with that type of power, that size, can move the way he does. So, yeah, he's not from this planet, so that's why he's the Martian. You're welcome. How you doing?
Thinking back to your first All-Star game, 2017, what kind of stands out from that first trip to do this kind of whole?
I think the biggest thing that stood out to me was, getting a chance to meet one of my favorite players, Buster Posey. I watched him for years with the Giants, and then I'm digging into my first ever All-Star game, and he's the catcher behind the plate catching. So I thought that was just such a surreal moment.
He's saying what's up, like.
Yeah, like it's just something I never would have thought, because you rewind a couple years, and I'm sitting at home watching him on TV in the World Series. So it's now I'm stepping in the box with him catching in my first All-Star game. I thought that was a pretty cool moment. That's something I'll never forget. So I think just something like that, where guys that I watched on TV, now I'm stepping in the box and getting a chance to play with them. And maybe there's some guys here that are going to their first All-Star game, and they're seeing some guys they probably watched on TV a couple years ago. So I think it's just a pretty surreal moment.
And it's kind of passing that knowledge on in a way, right? And Buster gave you his time, and then you kind of pass that on to the next guy.
That's what this game's all about. It's a fraternity. It's a brotherhood. It doesn't matter if we're all wearing different jerseys. We respect each other and the work that you got to put through to get to this point, to get to an All-Star game, just to get through a 162 game season and into the postseason. It takes a lot of your time, your family's time. So, yeah, just any moment we can spend with each other, just chit-chatting, sharing knowledge, just kind of building that. That's what it's all about.